gods, the land of pure delight, ruled by Indra, the king of heaven. A land where sorrow and pain were unknown. And then the wind god revolted and established his kingdom in the depths of the Mahakal hills, destroying sacred edifices built on the mountains. The people had to flee. Indra was enraged and threw a thunderbolt called Dorje. Peace was once again restored. Since then, this place beyond the mountains came to be known as Darjeeling, the land of the mystic thunderbolt. So the fable goes. Darjeeling abounds with many such legends told over and over again. There were no more than 200 inhabitants in the valley till the officials of the East India Company came into contact with them. You could travel across the hills either by foot, which was often tiring, or take a tedious bullock cart ride up the mountains. Unlike the hardy hill folk, the journey up the hills remained a nightmare for the sahibs and their wives. Palanquins and horse-drawn carriages were seen travelling up and down to the little new town of Darjeeling. Still, it did not provide the comfort they sought. As the town grew, so did the need for an alternative mode of faster and safer transportation. And in 1878, Franklin Prestage, the agent of the East Bengal Railways, submitted a detailed plan for the Hill Railway. The plan was gladly accepted, and work to connect Siliguri to Darjeeling by a 51-mile-long railway line began in 1879. The British have long since gone. The miniature train, once a favoured means of transportation, is today patronized only by the tourists. Yet, there are a few like Dr. Kumar Pradhan, the history professor, who still prefers the old toy train. Old habits seem to die hard.
This world-famous toy train of Darjeeling, which some people call endearingly the tiny as well as the old granny, is an integral part of the life of Darjeeling. Often it makes me feel nostalgic about those bygone childhood days when we used to sing a nursery rhyme describing the journey of this train from Darjeeling to the plains below. Darjeeling ko sanu rail chhutna lai ab tyari cha गाडले सुन भाइ सिटी बजायो हिँड्न लाग्यो हाम्रो रेल छुक 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 It was from the Siliguri station that the steam engine rolled out first in March 1880. It was a great wonder for everyone. Even today, standing here at Siliguri in the foothills, if you look up, you start to wonder, can this toy train really take us to those mountains and beyond? Well, it can, and it will. One distinguishing feature of this railway line is that it runs parallel to the road for most of the journey. In fact, it crosses the road at 194 places. This fact, along with the terrain, has made this line much exploited by the film industry.
बोल दो अरे ओ दिल का पर्दा खोल दो जब प्यार किसी से होता है तो दर्द सा दिल में होता है तुम एक हसीन हो लाख में भला पाके तुम्हें कोई खोता है जिया जिया कुछ बोल दो
After rattling gaily for 7 miles from Siliguri, this train reaches Sukna at the dry site. This tract was once dreaded for its black malarial fever and certain death. From Sukna, this train ascends suddenly. The average gradient of this line is 1 in 25. That is, when it covers 25 feet, it climbs up the height of 1 foot. Really, an amazing feat for this toy train. The engine originally employed was very small and was capable of drawing the load of about 7 tons. But now the B-class engine, which are employed, can take up the load of 35 tons. The speed too has increased from 7 miles an hour to about 10 miles an hour. The Sukna forest of salt trees was once the haunt of wild animals. Even today, during monsoon, you can see elephants sitting on the track, forcing the driver to reverse back in horror. However, the most amusing case was that of the station master of Sukna. Like every other day, once he entered into his office, was about to sit, and suddenly he saw a tiger sleeping under his table. So without making a sound, he fled from his office, leaving the tiger undisturbed to attend the office as well as the crossing trains.